There are endless drinks you could consume. And for example, the soft drink and energy drink markets are steadily growing in combination with the average American clothing size. But of course, those drinks aren't really healthy, and most people know that. I'm going to assume you too. That's why many health-conscious people just decide to only drink water. I mean, that's the healthiest drink, right? But the truth is, just drinking water and only water isn't actually optimal. Maybe even potentially harming. What I mean, why that statement is actually true, and what you can take away from this, and also what else to drink, is going to be the topic of this video. I hope you find value in this, and let's not waste any time and get into it. So why would it not be good? I mean, water is definitely healthy, right? And it is, but it's not perfect. There are different things to consider when you think about what you should drink and whether water is actually the best option. First of all, we gotta address that usually water lacks electrolytes. Maybe there are some electrolytes in water, but just definitely not enough. And especially when you drink tap water. But the truth is, you need electrolytes. Your body needs electrolytes for optimal health and also for hydration. That's also why coconut water is more hydrating than water, but more on that later. If you lack electrolytes, which is definitely more likely to happen if you only drink water, you will feel more tired, have more brain fog, more headaches, but also potentially constipation, vomiting, or even heart problems in extreme cases.
Shit.
Also, water just doesn't contain enough vitamins and minerals. Other drinks out there that are healthy contain way more micronutrients important for your body, or also macronutrients. And lastly, also we gotta talk about boredom and long-term sustainability. It's definitely fine if you can drink only the same thing all the time, aka water in this case. But honestly, to me, and maybe you too, it can get quite boring. This one is definitely something that depends on the person compared to the electrolytes and nutrients that are missing. But what is less personal and more sciencey is that when you drink especially mainly tap water, things might be even worse. I talked about less nutrients and electrolytes in tap water before, but that's not the only problem. Personally, I haven't read enough studies, articles and reports about tap water yet to be really well informed, but there are definitely some concerns. You have contaminant concerns that potential pollutants in the water will definitely negatively impact your health. And if you don't have a filter, you drink those as well. And there is also hormonal disruption. Multiple studies suggested a link between tap water contaminants and hormonal disruptions in men and women. Bro, you literally drink estrogenics in your tap water. That's also why I personally want to get a reverse osmosis filter at some point. But if you don't have that, you drink estrogenics. That in extreme cases will make you more likely to get man boobs. Tap water, although healthy in developed countries, maybe isn't even that healthy when we look closer, especially long term. So what else can you drink? What should you drink besides water? First of all, we definitely should talk about coconut water. Coconut water naturally has electrolytes. Those electrolytes that are missing in normal water can be replenished by drinking coconut water from time to time. Also, because of the electrolytes, that makes it an especially good post-workout drink, because you sweat a lot and lose electrolytes. But also, because of those electrolytes, coconut water is definitely very good for hydration as well. And actually, it even hydrates better than just water. It's weird, but it actually does. I also talked about this in one of my recent videos about the actual energy drinks, so maybe you might want to check that out as well. But I think also generally coconut water is just better than normal water because it has some additional nutrients. Now mainly the electrolytes I already talked about, like it has a lot of potassium and magnesium, but it also contains a bit of vitamin C. Some sources claim that it's even quite a bit of vitamin C, and also quite some vitamin B6. So I don't know about you, but to me that sounds pretty good. Drink number 2 is milk. Milk provides a mix of fat, protein, calcium, and even some vitamin D, for example, that can definitely help you to improve your health. Especially raw milk seems to be very nutritious and very beneficial for your gut because of the good probiotics and microbacteria in the raw milk. But even pasteurized milk will also hydrate better than just water. Now I get that milk is maybe not for everybody. Maybe you're lactose intolerant, your skin suffers from dairy, or maybe you just are vegan, for example. And then of course milk is not for you, but if you don't have any problems with that, with milk, it can be a good add-on to your diet and a good drink to have from time to time. It has calories, but that's also the good thing to some extent, or in some cases. And especially milk in combination with other stuff, for example in a shake, can be pretty nice and also delicious. Like my raw egg shake, for example. If you drink the raw egg shake, you're an official G. I have a video about that on my channel as well. But for now, let's just move on. Because I have 3 more drinks I definitely would recommend you. One of them I'm gonna talk about now. It's actually pretty similar to milk. Now what I'm talking about is kefir. And because raw milk is illegal in many countries, also in my country, in Germany, what you can do if you still want the good probiotics is just opt for kefir instead. It probably has less bacteria because it's legal, so I guess it has to, but it's still a good choice. It has pretty much the same benefits as milk, but with additional probiotics to support your health and especially your gut. And that in turn makes you healthier, but also more energetic. Have better digestion, and it even helps for your immune function. Have a good gut, you're way more likely to have good health in general as well. So kefir is another great option to add to your diet. And before I forget it, it also has some nutrients too. Actually, it's not too bad. Calcium, phosphorus, vitamin B, and even vitamin D as well. That's why I have kefir probably every week. Now drink number 4 I can recommend is high quality, preferably fresh squeezed good juice. Now for example, I'm talking about fresh squeezed orange juice or also sauerkraut juice. That sauerkraut juice, which I think is fermented cabbage in English, also is another great option to get some probiotics in your body. And that again helps with your gut. And then for the fruit juice, unless you have health issues like diabetes for example, it can be a good option for you too. Fruit juice generally has some vitamins in it, and especially vitamin C is found in sauerkraut juice, which is not a fruit juice, but I'm going to include it here anyways, but also in orange juice. And that vitamin C offers immune support and some other benefits as well. Vitamin C is actually the most common nutrient deficiency in Americans. So I don't know about you, but I'd also probably have that from time to time. Now the 5th drink I want to talk about is green tea, or maybe just tea in general as well. I wanted to include tea or something with caffeine in this list as well. And green tea just has both. But also, and that's why I include it here in this video, green tea is pretty healthy. It has the antioxidants, L-theanine, and combines it with the caffeine. And that gives you a gentle energy boost. And on top of that, it gives you potential health benefits. For example, reduced risk of getting certain cancers. It could help prevent diabetes, reduced risk of getting heart disease, and many other things as well. I don't really feel like it's the super drink the media often makes it out to be, but it seems like quite a healthy variation to always just drinking water, especially if you want a little energy boost. And some people also really like the flavor. There are different flavors available, so maybe you can find something for yourself as well. And other tea in general, I think, usually is quite healthy as well. Some tea, again, maybe even more so than water. So in conclusion, there are many different healthy options out there. And some of those options are even better than water. So saying, I just drink water, and of course actually doing it, isn't really perfect or optimal in my opinion. And if I made my job after watching this video, you understand why. Personally, of course, I would still make water the biggest part of what I drink. And many people are dehydrated, so maybe even just drink more water. But it's okay and probably even beneficial to drink some other drinks sometimes as well. I'd say experiment, try those options, maybe also watch my video about the actual energy drinks, which is kind of an overlap to this one, but there are some other drinks in there as well. And then also before you leave, I wanted to ask, what is your favorite drink? Of course, it's good to boost the algorithm, but I'm really curious. If you had to choose one favorite drink, what would it be? Personally, it might actually be Red Bull. Not the healthiest, but I like it. But I need to keep balance, so maybe instead I'd choose coconut water or maybe sparkling water. But again, what about you? Let me know in the comments. And with all that being said, stay excellent, have a great day, and bye.